has poured in to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore to kick off the Path of Destruction Tour. It also launches our new season. And of course, that means it's round one on the road to Advance Auto Parts Monster Jam World Finals 14. You're always got the best seat.
Now, before action got started here at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, more than 10,000 Advance Auto Parts Monster Jam fans packed in to one of the greatest parties in the pit you'll ever see. And anytime you're going to a live Advance Auto Parts Monster Jam event, go to monsterjam.com, and when you're getting your tickets, find out the party in the pits details. This is what it's all about. The fans and the drivers, it's something else. Here's the way they'll match up. Gravedigger, the last time Dennis Anderson looked at Damon Bradshaw, Monster Energy put him on the trailer at the World Finals. You better believe the icon wants some revenge. And then Alex Blackwell and Wolverine versus Lindsey Wink and the Lucas Oil Crusader. Well, let's get to the track. This is the race I've been waiting for all day. Damon Bradshaw, this new Monster Energy. Cody Saucier has that truck brilliantly prepared, and it better be, because Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger, I don't know, Ryan, if we know what your dad's got, because every time he races somebody, there's a problem, he has to back off.
But he's still in 19-second ETs, so I'm thinking he's got a lot left in him. Damon is bad fast, though, with that awesome new piece. Slowing down a little too much there in the turn, in my opinion, but it's pretty close. Dad's got a little bit of the lead.
The final turn, they'll decide it at the Advance Auto Parts finish line. Look at Digger Dig, and Dennis Anderson exacts a piece of revenge from Monster Energy.
1963.
And that time he didn't have to back out. Here's a guy who was not lost on one of these big East Coast stadiums for 2 years. Lindsey Wink and the Lucas Oil Crusader, and look who's back. Maximum Destruction got beat, but Alex Blackwell's Wolverine, can you believe this? He could not start it. Oh, he's got to be disappointed.
Without a doubt, man. For one, beating Tom Mintz, 10-time world champion, but then to come back on this big show, this big event here, and not be able to make it back, that is just a huge pain, man. Alex is super bummed right now, but dust is flying and Tom's getting it. Lindsey's got the lead, though. He's keeping it tight. Tom is just not doing good here tonight.
Yeah, Lindsey Wink is so good on these tracks, and it hasn't worked out for Mintz. You know, for years, Lindsey had Tom in his brain, in his helmet, couldn't beat him. He dominated him there, and that wasn't Lindsey's best pass of the night.
Without a doubt, 20.5, that's kind of slow, honestly. Lindsey hasn't been very fast tonight, but he's been faster than Tom.
It has come down to a heavyweight showdown here at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. We're thrilled you're here for the championship round. The native of Devil's Coulee, Alberta, Canada, racing for the team out of Corona, California, Lindsey Wink, the Lucas Oil Crusader, and there he is, the icon. Bad to the bone for 30 years out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger, championship round race in Baltimore.
Lindsey was over the finish line, the middle of the track first on that first pass. However, Dennis has made up a substantial amount of time on this track going for the finish.
Here it comes. Bring it home, Dad. Oh, yeah.
Clearly done. Dennis Anderson, celebrating Gravedigger 30th anniversary, has won the championship race here at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, with a deciding win, a good second over Lindsey Wink and Lucas Oil Crusader.
We won this race here tonight. I've won a bunch of trophies, and I've won big all over this United States. But Baltimore is very important to me. This is the biggest and baddest place on the East Coast that I can come and turn that Gravedigger truck loose for my East Coast fans.
Dan Evans and the brand new Team Hot Wheels Firestorm.
A new piece is definitely something it takes a lot of time to fix, but they have got such a quick handle on this truck. It works so well. All these obstacles are super steep.
Valid point. There's nothing to be left on the table. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. They're going to leave everything on this track here in Baltimore.
Well, Dan Evans, formerly of the Destroyer Monster Truck Racing team, now him and his wife are heading up, spearheading the Hot Wheels Firestorm Monster Truck, and he is just out there rocking it. Hang on! Oh, it was so close. Dan Evans with a score of 17.
Look at Scott Buteau.
Man.
Iron Man goes huge.
That was monster air straight out of the gate. Scott went huge on that. That was awesome. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Well, see, that's the nice thing about that. When you're lined up, Ryan, as you know, with a ramp right in front of you, you can't get out there and drive around it. You got to get out there and stab on it, and you got to make your presence known right from there.
Without a doubt, man. It's almost sometimes it's not a good thing, because if you're lined up for the biggest one, just like he was, you got to come out huge, and he did it. If he can keep the momentum up like he did on that first jump, man, that'll be an awesome run.
Yeah, well done.
I'm Jack. This is the second year here for me. So last year in Baltimore, I had a pretty good freestyle run. I'm looking to redeem myself. You know, I'm looking to go out and go big, have a little fun. It's a great time to be here in Baltimore. I'm excited. Second year driving Ironman. I was lucky enough to be in the Marvel Ironman truck here. Path of Destruction Tour. It's going to be a great time here.
Boy, it's great to see Ironman. This Marvel team keeps building to the point that we've got something really special for you fans later this season here on Speed when we actually leave the country. But we'll worry about that later. Right now, it's all about the Path of Destruction. And Ironman in Baltimore, Ryan, I got to believe if he can keep this up for 20 more seconds, we're going to have a new leader.
Without a doubt, man. He's got some good air. He's going for a lot of slap wheelies. I think he might be able to get one here. Oh, no. He should have. If I was in that situation, I would have gagged it hard. He probably would have brought up a little bit crooked, but that makes it exciting.
He will fill regulation time, and now he gets 30 seconds of bonus time. So 3 judges scoring 1 to 10 have already turned in their scores, but you can pick up another 5 points in bonus. And Mark Schrader so often, look at this guy right here, Ryan Anderson knows. Last year in Son of a Digger, he had a huge winning streak in freestyle, and a lot of times the wins came because of bonus points. You know it because you were competing against him.
Absolutely. I was going to say, I'm well aware of that. Competing against Ryan on the West Coast all last year was a great time, and he knows how to make those bonus points. And Scott Buteau and Ironman is going to get into that bonus time here, Ryan.
He's going for a big air right here. Oh, he let out too early.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, man. That's huge damage right there to the front of that chassis.
He's got the lead with a 19, and he's pumped up. Todd LeDuc brings out this awesome-looking Metal Militia. Score to beat is a 19.
Todd is a really good driver. He really understands how the truck works.
That's a stack jump right there. Nice combo move there as he stabs the brakes up on his side. Hang on, another tap of the brakes, and he saves it.
Really good control, man. He is one of the best drivers these days, man. He's picking up so fast. Coming from the off-road racing series, he really understands how to pitch the truck and how to control it in the air, man, and he is taking full advantage of that right now.
Absolutely, he has, Ryan. He's doing a great job here. His pace is outstanding. He still has 27 seconds left in regulation time,
man.
And he's getting big air like this with every jump he hits.
See that brake control in the air, man. I love seeing that. I love doing it myself, man. It makes the truck work so much better. It makes the run so awesome, man. I love seeing that. He's doing such a great job right now. Uh-oh.
Well, you can see by the blinking lane light that he's been shut off. An official must have
look
seen
at him.
something.
He is not happy either.
Well,
now, remember, they had to fix this truck with a broken transmission, Mark.
Right, and what could have happened here, Scott, is maybe just the landing. It might have shut that switch off, just the impact, or however, maybe an official saw something. They just want to double check. Anyway, they stopped the clock, and he's back at it again. Ryan, did you see that, how when he landed like that, how his rear steering kicked out there? That tells me he's got a weak bypass valve in the rear steering.
Oh, man.
And right there again, it's starting to kick. And there it's kicking all the way back to the other side. He's got a weak valve in there holding that rear steering, and that could come up and bite him here in his freestyle.
Yeah, without a doubt. It can help you and it can hurt you all at the same time, but he's having some other issues right now. I can hear the motor stumbling. He might have an electronic issue with that thing shutting off like it did earlier and then stumbling like that.
I know this is a new team, and he's very impressive, but he just underwent a crew chief change as we watch these awesome donuts. Cyclones into the spin cycle. It's a 23, and Todd LeDuc said, hey, how do you like me now, Baltimore, Maryland? Wolverine and Alex Blackwell comes out to freestyle. Later in this season, we are going to take you to Arnhem, Holland for a brand new concept as all the Marvel trucks will work as a team against a team of the most famous advanced auto parts Monster Jam machines. And we'll have more on that coming up. But look for that on your schedule at monsterjam.com. Hey, look at Alex Blackwell. He's going for it right off the bat.
Oh, Alex, he does a lot of what I like to call groundwork. He likes to stay low to the ground, real fancy, lots of saves, slap wheelies. Well, he's airing it out there.
Big air right there, and bounces it into a slap wheelie, and a combo move over the jammer stack. As you were saying, he does a lot of groundwork and fancy moves, and he throws in a little bit of big air every once in a while as well.
Yeah, he is probably the combo king, man. He will hit every obstacle, every way, every time, man. He's a really good freestyler, and he always fills the clock. He's really good. He's really consistent, man. And he's putting on a heck of a show right now.
He's really become adept in the cross-threading, where you're going with that, and that is something the judges really appreciate. These new designed obstacles have different ways to hit them, and Alex is one of the best at exploring different ways to show the judges something nobody else has showed them.
Yeah, he's always the guy to hit everything every which way. And as you look and watch the track, see that ramp right there? That ramp has got my name wrote all over it. If I was here, I would be hitting that thing every lap. That is what I think is going to do a backflip off of it. I don't know how Alex will hit it, but man, that ramp right there it makes me get chills every time.
In the lead with a 23.
We continue in this freestyle competition with the 2010 Freestyle Champion of the World, and when Charlie Pauken won that title, he was driving Monster Mutt. Well, he's going to show the fans in Baltimore World Championship pedigree right here.
Well, who says dogs can't fly? Because there's evidence that it can in Monster Mutt. Charlie Pauken had to back up there just because he was smart enough to know not to go over that van stack. Oh my,
oh, yeah.
Look at this. Now, he did not turn that there. That was the chassis digging in the dirt, plowing furrows that turned him like that.
That was good. That's Chucky's specialist, man. He is a wheelie king, man. He loves doing some wheelies. You hear a little bit of something in the motor. Sounds like
it's
not
missing
quite
a little bit.
That could hurt him here in a little bit. If you come up to a jump, oh man.
It's not hurting him there. And wind that dog up and let her fly.
If you come up to a jump with the motor stumbling like that, man, it can send you end over end just like Scott did. So hopefully that won't bite him. Oh, some nice air there.
You know, it's a testament to how great this field is, Mark. Here's a world champion, one of the all-time greats, and he's in the first half of the draw. We still got about 10 more to go.
Yeah, unbelievable. With 27 seconds left in regulation time, Charlie Pauken is putting on an outstanding show. He keeps this up, I'm looking at a new leader.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. You can see the body damage already, so he's not scared to tear this truck up right now. He's wrecked it in race, and he's ready to go for freestyle.
Score to beat is a 23. Metal Militia's the leader, so Todd LeDuc's in the hot seat.
Oh, man.
Nice save by Charlie Pauken in Monster Mutt. I'm thinking he's got some problems here, more than just the motor. He's got some problems in the driveline. I think he's broken an axle maybe in the right rear. It doesn't seem to be pulling. Yeah, right there. Yeah. He's just got front wheel drive. The right rear axle is broken in that truck.
But he is in bonus time, though. He's made his time. He took his time wisely. But he definitely has an injured truck there.
Yeah, you can see right there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, and this is going to be a big problem. Yep. He's not going to have an axle to pull out of it, and he's on the roof again.
And he has taken the lead. Score to beat's a 26. We're all excited to see El Toro Loco hit the track.
I've toured with Mark my first 2 seasons, man, and he has taught me so much. He's such a good driver, and he has such control over the truck. He's another one of those guys. He does like to do a lot of groundwork, but then he does like to air that thing out too, man. He is one of the best drivers in the industry, and he's showing it right now.
Well, he's consistent, and he's very calculated. You know, we talk about several of these drivers, you know, you're saying the groundwork. We talk about other drivers, how they calculate their moves. And Mark McDonald is certainly one of those that calculates his moves. He studies the track, and he knows where he can get the big air. He knows where he can get that cross thread from one obstacle all the way to the other. And that's what makes him such a spectacular-looking driver.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys. He's not scared to hit every jump, every way. He loves to do it. He goes out there. He's one of the guys that walks around the track about 2 to 3 laps and just looks at every single angle and takes full advantage of it too.
We watch these cyclones and the spin cycle of these donuts of El Toro Loco.
Great run, but he's 1 point short. He'll go into second place. George Bellham and the Mohawk Warrior.
He tries to do a wheelie every jump. Sometimes it bites him. Let's see what he can do here tonight.
He loves to drag that tail on the ground so hard, he just plows furrows, and you watch it. It'll unload the suspension, and you'll actually see the back tires just pick up right off of the track.
Mohawk just a wagon. There he goes right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, just a little bit. He knew what he had in front of him. Yeah, that's one of those risky things. You know, you gotta either do it or not. If you wheelie into another obstacle, it's most likely going to trip you, and it's kind of a 50-50 chance whether or not you're going to crash or do something cool. But
you know, as we watch riding along on board with George, this whole Mohawk Nation thing he's created, getting a little out of hand. I haven't seen more Mohawks today. All these little kids walking around. What happened to their hair?
They love it, man. The kids love the Mohawk. They love talking to George, and George is such a family man. You know, he's got kids of his own, so
Here
there
we
it
go.
is. There it
That's
is.
what we're talking about.
See, that's what I was saying right there.
The scores are a little low. It's a 19. Lindsey Wink and the Lucas Oil Crusader.
Lindsey's got a new tire combo. It's a Ukraine tire, and a lot of guys are going to it. It's the new tire. It's the tire of the future, and it's definitely working good for him. In racing, it really proved that tire is awesome. So let's see what it does in freestyle.
Well, they're an ultralight tire with a great lug pattern on them, and I believe there's a Kevlar lining that's built into the tire and the sidewall itself, which makes that tire so bulletproof. You know, you see them blow them off the side wheels, off the bead locks themselves, and they're not happening to this Ukraine. The design on it is fabulous, and they are good hooking tires.
You got to really take it easy because those things will mess up some parts quick.
Oh yeah, coming into a turn or going into a turn fast, just in freestyle.
Nice
Look
air.
at a nice air right here. Lindsey
Oh,
Wink.
man.
Ooh, bad bounce,
Yeah,
noses
that's
it
a-
over right there. That's got to hurt. That's going to hurt his score just a little bit in the judge's eyes where he's got to back up, but it was just a safety deal. He had no room to turn over because of that recoil bounce.
Some nice air there. A little bit of one-wheel wheelie. Those are always fun. Those are exciting to watch.
Well, you know, Ryan, those come from such a momentous jump like that when they land in recoil like
Oh,
that.
man.
But look at this, vertically up and down. He taps the brakes
Oh,
right at the
oh,
last
oh.
second.
That's what I was saying about these obstacles. There's so many variations. You can't even look at what you're jumping at. Look what you're going to land on.
Now it's the people's truck. The Advanced Auto Parts grinder, John Seasock, is in the house. John has done some of his best freestyles ever in this truck.
Well, that was the biggest air and the longest leap that we've seen so far tonight in Advanced Auto Parts Monster Jam Freestyle. That was spectacular.
I seen him when he come around. There's a new obstacle out there.
Uh-huh,
Oh,
right
there it is,
there,
right
there
there.
it
Yeah.
is.
That is the craziest sound inside. When you crush a full-size camper like that, inside that cab it just is total carnage. It's like a tornado going off, but it didn't slow him down a bit. Look at him. He's wheeling right now. And like Scott was saying, he has done his best performances in this truck. That piece is, without a doubt, the best truck in the industry right now, man. And he is one of the better drivers, man. He is doing another camper right there. He is all over the place, man. This is a good run so far.
Well, his crew in the Advanced Auto Parts grinder team works so very hard with the 3 trucks across the country to keep those trucks in absolute tip-top shape, and it shows here from John Seasock in his ability to perform at a much higher level. Uh-oh, what do we got going on here?
This
you know what it is.
jump.
Here it is.
Yep. Oh, man.
Hits on the front, rebounds hard, foot in the throttle, up and over he goes.
What's this place? They were waiting for it. They were just roaring. The retro look of the legendary Gravedigger team, bad to the bone for 30 years. This is Adam Anderson. Ryan, we're going to get out of your way. Why don't you take this one?
Oh yeah, man, super excited right now watching Adam blasting through the camper right away. Me and him been talking a lot about what he's going to do out here. He's got some huge plans, hoping he can stick it, do a freestyle run like he wants to do, man. Huge air off the bat. Oh man, I'm super excited right now.
If they go out there and there is a ramp now built for the backflip, if some other guys, they do it, they land it, it's done for the night. That's how I feel about it. But at the same time, you know, if it ends up in front of me, you know, it may happen. You never know. So, but it's a tough lineup. Probably the toughest that I've been to all year long for sure.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Big plans. Oh, getting crazy. That is Adam's specialty. Big, huge cross threads getting sideways. He's got the coilover suspension set up, which it slings him sideways and crazy in there all the time, but he loves it. He loves to put the truck into a situation and try to get it out of it. He's really testing himself and the truck and Cole, his crew chief, on how good he put it together. He's got a good run going on. The Andersons, we love our momentum, like to keep up the speed. As many jumps as possible in one freestyle. Oh man, a little bit of a crazy bounce there. He needs to pick it up a little bit. Come on now, come on. Oh yeah, that's one of the ones we talked about. No, yeah. That's his favorite right there. That's when he's comfortable. When he's in the air and he's totally sideways, he's loving life. All right, he needs to pick it up a little bit. Kind of taking it easy. Might be saving up for something. Uh-oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Oh. Man, that was pretty dangerous right there.
He filled bonus time, and he takes the lead with a 27. And here comes Gravedigger, bad to the bone for 30 years, the founder, the creator of the black and green wrecking machine, and now this beautiful green and purple design. Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger.
He is airing it out right now. Huge air. Oh, yeah. Good save right there. That was a smooth save, kind of almost a drift save there. Awesome through the camper. Good shot right there. The old man is just so out of control, man. I love it. I love it and I hate it at the same time. When I'm competing with him, it's like, man, how do you get away with this stuff? He is just so out of control. It is awesome. Little bobble there, but he'll pick it back up and get some big air here, Dad. Come on. Yeah, the throttle rhythm is always there. That's the Anderson style. The zoomies is the Anderson tradition. That's our brand. A little cross thread from the jammer. That's kind of a hard hit there. That was a good case. Especially Dad, he's old school and he's got this old school seat and I can't stand it. He loves this old school seat. He said it's like riding a horse. I've got a seat, me and Adam and all the rest of the crew. Another cross thread, another hard hit. That seat has got to be beating him up right now, but he's too old school to change it, man. We've tried to talk him out of it. Oh, they shut him down.
He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. Now, they're going to freeze the clock, Ryan, as we would do for anybody. The officials freeze the clock. They'll start it back up on his next hit. But he's in bonus time. I know you wanted to finish it up big.
Oh, yeah, bonus time. But that takes the wind right out of your sail. When you get shut off like that, your adrenaline is just pumping and you're going crazy. It really messes you up, but he can pick it back up. He's the best at it. Huge air hold. Oh, wow. Man, that was a rough ride right there. That was insane.
I think we got a new leader, and we do. A 29 for the icon, Dennis Anderson, celebrating 30 years in Gravedigger.
Dennis Anderson has one hand on the Double Down Trophy. Gravedigger, after winning racing, leads in freestyle. The only man who can stop him from getting the Double Down Trophy is Tom Meents and Maximum Destruction.
And don't think for a minute that he doesn't want to take that trophy away from Dennis, because he did not do well on our last time out in racing. So you know Tom is with a vengeance. He wants to go out there and do what he's trained to do, Maximum Destruction.
He's got some pretty good air off the start, but he did back up. That's definitely not good in the judge's eyes. Oh, man, they shut him down. He bounced off the wall protection.
Clock is frozen again. They freeze the clock in this situation. But, again, as Ryan pointed out earlier, when Dennis went out of bounds, the momentum gets killed. Tom's got to pick it up, and he's probably going to have to do something like he did here a year ago with what we now call the McMinch twist. Remember that?
Yes, we do.
He's definitely the one that's going to probably still go for the backflip ramp. I honestly, in my opinion, would not after seeing what Adam did. That is just, there's no lip to it, there's no kick. But Tom's crazy enough, he doesn't care. He's going to do whatever he's got to do. He's off to a pretty good run, though. He's kind of taking it easy, not doing the normal Tom thing where he just goes out and bonsais it. So he's playing it smart, which is the thing to do. Decent air. Crazy bounce. So his trucks get the weirdest bounces out of those crazy coilover setups he does.
But he loves that. He loves that ragged edge of uncontrolled chaos.
I guess it makes it out of control for him, I guess, and he's just got to bring it back. So who knows?
The king of saves.
Oh yeah. I wish I could get away with half what he does, but that's why he's Tom.
Well, here we go, Ryan. You know what he's doing right here. Early on in his night here performance.
Oh, my.
He's not going to make it.
Man.
Boy, that is a tough landing
hit.
right on the roof. Dennis Anderson in Gravedigger,
yeah.
celebrating 30 years, is taking home the Double Down Trophy with a score of 29.
We're here for the path of destruction, and that's what you folks got tonight. And I just want to tell y'all, man, I love you people for every nut and bolt on my truck and every shingle on my roof. Y'all made me bad to the bone for 30 years, and I will continue on as long as you guys are out there for me.
Remember, watch us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. For Mark Schrader and Ryan Anderson, I'm Scott Douglas. See you next time.